Hello there, welcome back to my views and news. Some new stories from Ethiopia and Eritrea. Firstly, Oromia Regional President Shimalis Abdiisa today addressed an Irreecha gathering. Oromos are celebrating Irreecha today. And there he spoke about Red Sea, which is a sensitive issue, hot issue these days. Access to Red Sea is being considered by the Ethiopian government, it is said. Some go to the extent of alleging that Ethiopia wants access to Assab, no matter what happens, port in Eritrea. What did Shimalis say today about Red Sea and Indian Ocean? Secondly, a protest which happened in Tel Aviv, Israel, around 48 hours ago. Eritreans protested there, women and children. Why? Details for you in this video. Firstly, viewers, Red Sea countries are Eritrea. Sudan has access to Red Sea, to Egypt as well. Then across the sea there is Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Djibouti, Somalia. Indian Ocean countries, several countries, including African countries like Kenya, Tanzania, I think too, etc. Ethiopia is a landlocked country. It has no access to Red Sea, Indian Ocean, and recently we have been hearing rumors that Ethiopian government officials, military officials, they have made up their minds that they want access to the sea, no matter what happens. It is being alleged by several sources, though not reliable. Ethio 360, Ethio Forum people, they are claiming that Ethiopia has decided to get access to port back, like port in Eritrea, no matter what happens. Ethiopia will use the option of war too. I highly doubt their reporting. And it is being reported as if Ethiopia is about to start a war on Eritrea to get back Assab. Now, Oromia President today delivered a speech. He was addressing a large Irreecha gathering. Oromos are celebrating Irreecha. Big gathering in Addis Ababa, in Bishoftu too, we're going to see big gatherings there. And there, at the gathering, Shimalis delivered a speech and he mentioned Red Sea, Indian Ocean. Now, Shimalis's comments are being seen as if Ethiopia wants to regain access to Red Sea, obviously through Eritrea. What did Shimalis say? And can we conclude that Shimalis mentioned indirectly that Shimalis implied a war on Eritrea? What did he say? Take a listen to his a piece of his talk, then we'll try to analyze what he said.
Bishoftu ora Oromia keessa malkaawwan jiran qofa irratti odoo hin taane Indian Oceanitti, Red Seatti achi hundatti irreeffanna jechaadha.
What did Shimalis say? Not quote unquote, but he said this year we're celebrating in Bishoftu, Addis Ababa, but next year on Indian Ocean, Red Sea too. So he's saying that Irreecha gatherings will be held in future not just in Addis Ababa and Bishoftu, but in Red Sea countries too, Indian Ocean countries too. What does he mean? Does he mean that next year Ethiopia will have access to Red Sea? or that such big Irreecha gatherings will be held in other countries too. Now, where is Irreecha celebrated apart from Ethiopia? Irreecha celebrated where Oromos live in large number, like in Kenya. In Kenya, Kenya is an Indian Ocean country. Kenya has Indian Ocean coast. Oromos live there, they celebrate Irreecha. So yes, in Indian Ocean countries, we could see big Irreecha celebrations next year, this year too. What about Red Sea countries? I told you about Red Sea countries, Eritrea. Any Oromo population there? I don't think so. Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Sudan, Egypt, Djibouti, Somaliland, Somalia. I don't think there is any big Oromo population in any of these countries. So why did Shimalis then mention Red Sea? Does he want to introduce Irreecha to other countries where there is no Oromo population? Or is he talking about access to Red Sea? Difficult to conclude. But I think there is nothing wrong in introducing Irreecha to those countries where there is no Oromo population too, if they are interested. Why would Eritrea be interested in hosting Irreecha celebrations, by the way? Celebrations are held at embassies mostly. If there is an Ethiopian holiday, Ethiopian National Day, celebrations are held across the world at Ethiopian embassies there. Or if Oromos live in large numbers, they celebrate publicly too. I have not seen any Irreecha celebrations in Eritrea, big Irreecha celebrations, public gatherings of thousands of people in Eritrea, Sudan, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Djibouti, Somaliland, Somalia. So if Shimalis wants to introduce Irreecha to the neighboring countries, nothing wrong with that. But no one should impose Oromo cultures, Oromo culture, Oromo holidays on other countries if they're not interested. But if he's talking about access to Red Sea, that next year Ethiopia will have access to Red Sea and Oromo will celebrate Irreecha on Red Sea, then it's a very dangerous remark passed by Shimalis Abdisa. Already Ethiopia-Eritrea relations not very cordial these days. Visible tension. Yes, it's not that the two are going to go to war, but tension is visible there. Such remarks could be taken out of context and could be used by those who criticize PM Abiy's government, Oromia government, that this government wants to wage war on Eritrea. So Shimalis should have been careful if he did not mean to imply that Ethiopia would have access to Red Sea through Eritrea next year. Maybe clarity is needed. Government should clarify. Oromia President should clarify what does it mean. Irreecha is celebrated across the world, but small celebrations. In China too, I think I have seen some pictures, videos. Small gatherings, nothing wrong with that. But Irreecha celebration should not be mixed with Ethiopian efforts to gain access to ports. Let's see, will there be any explanation from the government or not, but this remark of Shimalis will be used by anti-government activists, Amhara activists to claim as if Shimalis and Oromia government, Ethiopian federal government are planning to invade Eritrea. Secondly, a clip for you from Tel Aviv, Israel, where around 48 hours ago there was a rally, a protest rally by opposition Eritrean groups. Women, children were clad in Brigade Nehamedo shirts. They chanted slogans requesting Israeli government to protect them. Two attacks, two deaths in Israel in the last 1 month or so. Two Eritrean opposition Brigade Nehamedo members, or you can say opposition group members, they have been killed in Israel so far in the last 1 month. Tension started after a direct clash between pro-Eritrean government and opposition groups in Tel Aviv. More than 100, around 200 were injured in that incident. And later we saw targeted attacks. Pro-government Eritrean community members were accused of having carried out attacks on opposition members. Two killed so far. One stabbed to death and the other was beaten and he died too, reportedly. That is why women and children protested 2 days ago and 48 hours ago, asking Tel Aviv government, Israeli government, to protect Eritrean opposition groups members who are being killed, allegedly being killed by pro-Eritrean government elements in Israel. Inquiry is underway into the deaths of the two individuals. A trial is also underway regarding deportation of Eritreans who were involved in clashes in Tel Aviv more than a month ago. Watch a clip from the protest which was held in Tel Aviv by Eritrean opposition women, opposition groups, women and children. Thank you for watching.
محبين بمدينة ديمقراطية